because of those temperatures at
Right.
the end of the week.
And you saw them, they were speechless. That's how exciting that stuff is. All right, for us, oh no, we have a lot to say about this wind, I assure you. But here's what's interesting. Look at what's carved out. The valley is not under any advisory. Mountains in west, south, north, and the Colorado River Valley. That one's until 11 a.m. tomorrow, but until 8 p.m. tomorrow. Look at that, you folks, Colorado River Valley, very strong winds there. So lake wind advisory there. But we still have more than a nuisance wind across the valley. It's an annoyance, if anything. And we're going to keep that in longer for tonight and maybe a little bit of tomorrow before we can finally send it packing. And boy, won't that be nice to send it packing. So it's going to take a little bit of time, but it will come down. And the next few days thereafter won't be nearly as treacherous. And then, of course, what happens? We start to warm things up. That's kind of the other half of our story, and we were way overdue, really. On average, we already hit an 80 by now. On average, it just hasn't happened yet. We've been close. I think the highest so far this year has been 78, and we hit that earlier. That was way early, you know. Either way, earliest been in February 2003. Could you imagine hitting an 80 in February? That'd just be spectacular. The latest, we've actually waited all the way to April, late April, to do that. Here's something I'd like to wait for, is this to come down by, oh my goodness, just really, just get the allergy forecast better. It's certainly not better now. So 13 first alert SATRAD, this looks good. I like the way it looks. I like the way it feels better. I know there's a chill in the air, but that's just because the wind is enhancing the 60s today, making them feel like 50s. Overnight we'll be in the 40s. Once again, we'll probably keep some of that wind in, but we're going to ramp up temperatures a little bit for tomorrow. That's not the warm-up that we're talking about. No, we're definitely talking about 80s on the way to the valley, not just one day's worth of that, and then we dump the temperatures back down again. No, we're going to do that again and again. So here's the next 7 days for Easter Sunday. Look at this, leading into Easter Sunday. Boy, doesn't that look good? I hope it looks good to some of you. Maybe some of you are just not ready for the 80s yet anyway. Maybe 70s are pleasant. We've got those coming up. So plan on the temperatures moving up by the middle of the week. Even with some breezy conditions, 70s should still feel like 70s as high pressure starts to rebuild itself, reestablish, and start showing overnight lows what's doing, pushing them up to nearly 60 degrees with afternoon highs getting right there into the 80s all weekend long and even early next week as well. And we'll have a lot of sunshine this week, and that's always important, bringing in maybe a little bit of cloud cover over the coming weekend. Easter weekend looks good, doesn't it?
It sure does.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Brian.